everyone. So excited to be with you on this edition of Let's Talk Networking. I'm Terry Lee Harrison, and I am passionate about helping coaches, consultants, and solopreneurs be able to network in the most dynamic and lucrative way. I want to invite you to meet one of my virtual team members and my networking friends. Adeel Aalim is with us today. Adeel, welcome.
Hey everyone, thank you so much. Thank you, Shirley, for giving me this opportunity. I'm so happy to be here.
Well, I'm so happy to have you here. Adeel is an amazing networker and connector. And if you all don't know him yet, and you are not a first connection on LinkedIn, I want to invite you. You want to press that button and say, "Hey, I saw you on Terry Lee's live," because he's amazing. He's amazing. So, Adeel, can I introduce you just a little bit more formally, and then we'll get started?
Sure, please go ahead.
So now they know that. Now they know that you're amazing connector. That's all they need to know. No, I'm just kidding. So Adeel is a lead generation expert. One of his focuses is helping wellness experts focus on what makes them unique, identify premium clients, and attract them. He's coming to us today from Pakistan, and I'm just delighted to have this time to chat with you.
Hey, I'm so happy to be here, and I am so happy to be on this show. So I'm looking forward to our conversation today.
Me too. Me too. So, one thing I think that is really pressing on the minds of our business owner friends is lead generation, right? Without lead
Yeah,
generation, we talk a lot, of course, about with networking and referrals, but the lead gen things that we do for our business, they help. We want that pipeline to be full, right? We don't want to be sitting around and like, do we not have enough leads? Because that's going to hinder our success. It's going to hinder us reaching our goals. And so I know that you brought 3 tips for us today, and I would love to invite you to begin sharing them. So I know first you talk about how important it is to be goal focused with your lead gen.
hmm yeah, thank you so much for this. And yeah, I think I'll jump right into it, this first step. And I think that actually helps me define what lead generation is. I mean, you've
Mm.
seen most people say that lead generation is more about having conversation, having those interaction, having those meetings. Yes, it is. But for me, if you add some purpose or a goal behind that, that's what actually lead generation. Whatever interactions you are having, whatever conversations you are having, if that's part of a goal or you have an objective behind it, that's how I see lead generation. And that doing that changed everything for my business, especially when I had to pivot that due to pandemic and go online. So
Mm.
tip number one, have a goal focus or be objective oriented, but connect that with your lead generation efforts, even if it's just having conversations.
Mm. Very good. I think it is. I can totally see where you're going. I can totally see where you're going, and I think it changes everything when it comes to our lead gen. So let's go into number 2, and that's of course near and dear to my heart as the networker, and for us as connectors. Connecting is just the beginning, right? What's most important is the building of the relationships. That's when things come. Everybody, I met Adeel early on in the pandemic, right? And probably at about the time you were going online, right? and
Exactly.
and our relationship has grown. My trust, my know, like, and trust factor with Adeel is huge, right? And that doesn't come because we didn't take time and build a relationship. So talk to us about building relationships when it comes to our lead gen.
Yeah, so we've all been there. I mean, every other day we are getting those messages in our DM with somebody who we just connected, and they are like, "Hey, we have something that will transform your life, or we have something that is going to change everything or solve your problem," even when they don't know what is it that we do. Or even if it's as simple as, "Hey, I think this joining this group will change everything for you." I mean, I've asked people that, can you just teach me how do you know without even having a conversation with me that how can you transform my life without even knowing the pain that I'm going through? So I think that's the motive, and that's what it is, that yes, you need to build relationship and there are ways. I mean, this is something that I learned from my coach. Look, most of the time, most of us are trying to be interesting online. So whenever we are trying to have this conversation or reaching out to people, we try and show them how interesting we are. But this is the tip that I learned from my coach: rather than being interesting, try to be interested. So if you are
Ah,
interested in the person you are trying to connect with, that is going to change everything when it comes to building relationship, having those conversations. I mean, trust me. And there is a tool that, and there's something that we'll share at the end, and where they'll get more details about this too. But there are ways you can do that seamlessly. All you need to be is very genuine about being interested in that other person and building that relationship. So yeah, tip number two is build relationship, but be more interested in that other person.
oh my gosh, that's such a good tip, because if I have to worry about that, if I'm interesting, I'm not sure how interesting I am. So shh,
Exactly.
now I can be interested in everybody else. Yeah, when it comes down to it, I'm not that interesting. I'm just teasing. I'm teasing. No, it's so important. It's so important. And I so get what you mean about the messages that come through. It's like, oh my goodness, are you serious? Right? People.
Yeah.
So hopefully they're listening in. Guys, if it's you, it's not too late to change your mind. It's not too late to change your ways, right? Right?
Exactly.
We
And
can all
trust me,
live.
trust me, I've been doing this for quite a long
Mm,
while, and I've had amazing success. And trust me, whenever I forget that, even I am somebody. I mean, I've received that creep as a response too, because I just forgot and I just connected with forgetting the tools that you need to apply to make sure that the other person realize that you're interested in them rather than being interesting. And probably just missing that, I came across as somebody who's trying to be interesting, and that person probably what in whatever, I mean, this could be one off, but I got that message, as, I mean, hey, you're a creep. And trust me, it felt like a punch in the face.
yeah, it's sad, right? Yeah, we don't want to be like that. Thanks for speaking the truth today. We're dropping truth bombs. Keneal is joining us from Jamaica. So excited to have you here. And Muhammad says that's good to hear, Adeel. He loves the whole being interested. Yeah, so very good, very good. So let's talk about the third point, and that's taking your leads on a journey. What does that mean?
Exactly. So I mean, I see a lot of us, for I mean, for most of us actually going online. I think it doesn't apply on you because you've been one of the trendsetters, so you're doing this
Mm,
way early. But for most of us, we've been online because of this pandemic situation. We were learning as we go. So we see that one coach or one person who's been successful sharing content, we started sharing content too. But soon after, we experienced that burnout where, I mean, we are posting content, we are having conversation, but we see no results. And what I learned from 1 year of experience, especially in this online, I see it's something that resonates with how it happens in the offline world too. I've been in this industry for 10 years, and I see, I
yeah.
mean, it's the same thing that happens there too. But it's like, when you are creating content, you need to see what sort of journey you are taking that person who's seeing that content, and where you want to take them. And trust me, online world is really interesting, because I mean, at times, people you will have people who might not comment, might not like, might not share your post, but they are watching your content. I've had those conversations in the DMs where somebody who I never knew was interacting with my post, but they were like, I saw that post and I thought that connected, and I wanted to know more about what you do. So I was surprised. And I think one way to test that, I'm not sure about LinkedIn stories, but I've seen that in Facebook stories, that when you post stories, it shows you who is watching that. And you'll be
Mm,
surprised every time that there are 20, 30 people who are watching your content quite regularly. And that's something else that's not part of today's tip, but that is something that I see, that who is that audience that is seeing my content. So that is, I mean, they are there even if they are not commenting and everything. So you need to build your content in a way that it takes a person from point A to point B, be it just one post or a series of posts. And there are ways you can do series of posts. If you have something to offer, it's highly recommended that you cannot just come online and say, here's my offer, and those who are interested just DM. You need to take them on a journey, thinking, if they just don't know you, if they just met you somewhere, I mean, outside or in person, you need to build that relationship or tell them about who you are, and then take them on a journey where they realize, yes, you are the expert and you are offering something value that they can try. So there is a whole method behind that. So yeah, so that's how you make sure that even if it's just about some challenge that you are about to do, or if you are even if it's some membership, or if some sort of a small program or a low ticket offer, you it's ideal it's not just one post thing. You need to create, I mean, sort of a mini campaign around that, and do
Yeah.
those 3 to 5 posts, so that the person who's watching that, even if they're not commenting, they see that process and journey. And that's how you turn that cold lead into a warm lead, and most likely your potential customer.
Oh my gosh, how many times do we just post that thing we're selling and not, this is so good. This is so good. I'm so glad that you are sharing. And Adeel, I'm going to invite you to come back into the comments on LinkedIn, because you're getting some engagement here that you may want to chat with some of the amazing people. So that would be
Sure, I'll do
awesome
that.
if you did.
And,
Yes.
and you mentioned LinkedIn, and this is why I want to share this. This last tip is so close to my heart because
Mhm.
I've been a victim of that. I mean, we met on LinkedIn last year. I was
Mhm.
very active on LinkedIn, and you were there. You witnessed that. But trust me, within 6 months, I got LinkedIn. I call it link. I got LinkedIn burnout, and I'm
Yeah.
still recovering from that. I mean,
Mhm.
there was a time when I was like, I'm giving up on LinkedIn. I mean, there was a
Mhm.
time when all you see on LinkedIn was people posting GIF or memes, and it's like you are trying to figure out, but you don't know because you need your audience. You need to take your audience on a journey. What you were doing
Yeah.
was just sharing content or trying to follow what the trend was, and it's like that keeps on changing and you are burning out. So I just stopped posting on LinkedIn, and I moved to Facebook and tried that and had success. So I'm enjoying there. But I mean, every month or every 2 months, I try to get back on LinkedIn. But I call it that I still have those bittersweet memories. So I'm trying to get back on LinkedIn. But yeah, LinkedIn is an amazing platform, and I think
Yes.
applying that where you are aware of the journey that you want to take your audience to, this will help you.
Agreed. Agreed. And yes, please come back when you're ready. We would love to see you back. We would love to
Yeah.
see you back. So, Adeel, if people are resonating with you, how do they get a hold of you?
So I am still. I mean, I'm not posting much content on LinkedIn, but in the DMs, I'm having active conversation, and that's one sort of lead generation strategy that I even teach my clients. So yeah, they can connect with me on LinkedIn, and I can also share. Do you want me to share on the post my calendar link? I would love to have
Yes.
conversation. And something that I am trying, even in my V team one-on-one coaching calls, is
Mhm.
that I'm trying to make sure that I quickly try to give one instant solution to one problem, especially lead generation related to whoever the person I'm on call with. I've been trying that for a couple of months, and I see some people having those amazing aha moments. So those people who would love to have a call or schedule a call, trust me, I'll try my best to add some value by doing that.
Excellent. That's so great. That is so amazing. And you know what? It shares with people your expertise so that they know when they refer you how you're going to treat the
Yeah.
people in their life that they're referring. So that's amazing, amazing. So everyone, Adeel and I have an invitation for you. Are you ready? Bum, bum, ba-dum. Adeel, if you enjoyed the topic today, Adeel is a speaker at our virtual team global gathering that's happening this Thursday, North America time, Friday morning for APAC and beyond. It's Thursday, 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern. I do know it's like 8 Oh, good deal. I don't know what time it is for you. Oh no, oh no.
It,
It's 8 a.m. Melbourne, Sydney, 6 a.m. Oh no, it's 3 a.m. Pakistan. Oh no.
it's 3 a.m. It's going to be 3 a.m. for me.
Yeah, it's 3 a.m. for him, but that's okay. But the information is here in the post. You can find out more about our global gathering. It's 2 hours. He'll be awake by the time it's over, but it's an hour of global online networking followed by Adeel and two other amazing speakers. The theme is Facebook Pro Tips, and Adeel has given us this little glimpse into his presentation. This is
Yeah.
just the tip of the iceberg. If you are loving this, whether you can attend live, we'd love to have you live. Come and network with us. But if you can't, still register because you'll be able to catch the replay and listen into the recording of what Adeel is teaching.
Exactly.
So V Team Gathering is
I'll be
where all the
sharing at least
information is.
one tool. I'll be sharing at least one tool for each tip that how they can start immediately implementing that. I call these income generating activities with my work when I do with my clients. And when we start doing that from week one, and even though we are doing the foundation work, but I have seen amazing results from clients. So these will be amazing tool, and I would also highly recommend them to register for this and do it in this. And there are
Yeah,
many other speakers too that I also
there
recommend.
are.
Yeah.
There are. Yesterday we heard from Sam McFarland about organic lead
He's amazing.
generation. I forgot to hear
Yeah.
from Jennifer Tamborski on Facebook ads. So it's going to be a poppin', amazing event for business owners. Just want to encourage you all. We would love to have you there again live, or you can catch the replay, and the info's at vteamgathering.com. So Adeel, I want to thank you for your time. It's always good to see you, my friend. It's going to be my goal in my life to see you in person one day, and we're just going to have to do our best to make that happen. I don't know where it will be, when it will be, but I would look forward to that day.
Yeah, I look forward to that too, and I think Singapore would be the closest option for me as well. Yeah, who
I think
knows?
you should come here. Yes. That would be awesome. I would love to see you here in Singapore. Yes.
Yeah.
So
But thank you
everyone,
so much for this opportunity. I really appreciate
thank you.
you
Thank
for
you.
what you are doing. You're an inspiration. I mean, when it comes to networking, I haven't seen anyone who's as best as you are. So, in terms of value that you provide and how
Thank
much
you.
help that you have given me in terms of growing. I mean, I think you know this already that I was somebody who was running who never did any face-to-face networking event, and this virtual
Mhm.
networking event sort of clicked. I think part of it, the credit I would give to you as well, because had it not been you or experience, had I not had this experience at the V team and the kind of environment that is there and the structure that is there, probably I wouldn't have tried it for that long that I became a member, and I have got so amazing value from this. So thank you so much for that.
Well, thank you. And you are such a value to our global online referral community for sure. So wishing everyone, thank you, Adeel, and wishing everyone a great rest of your day. My mantra when it comes to networking is let's cheer each other on and help each other grow. So let's go on and do that. And I'll see you tomorrow at the next edition of Let's Talk Networking.